Let's do making annotations to viewports. So making dimensions, it's the main thing. Let's take this viewport, let's double click, edit annotations, click on there, and we're going to use our wonderful measurement tool, dimension tool. So the most typical one is the first one. So if I want to know what's the dimension from here all the way to this end, and I'm going to drag it out. Let's do it to right there. Great. There's my thing. Again, you can mess around with all these settings where they got these ones. And it's just different ones that they rotated this way or they rotated that way. I don't know. What I like to do almost every time that I make a dimension is I will make my precision to no fractions and box text. If you can add a leader line, if you want to just move it over to the end over there. If it gets messy, sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not good. Either way, that's the basics of this. Using the other mode would be here, and then I want to know that that's a 10 footer, and then that's another 10 footer. And this is, I skipped one, but you get the idea. That's that, and then you can move these all together at the same time. The other one would be from the end. Let's say if I have fixtures on this truss, I'll start from here and have a fixture over here, and I have a fixture over here, and you get the idea. So this is going to take, like, if you want to have a soft tape and you want to lay it all the way across and you want to know where your fixtures are, so then that's going to be there. The other one, which Jonathan showed me the best, and I actually really like this because it keeps it very simple and very clean. So if I have another thing over there, another fixture there, another fixture there, it'll keep that 0 and then just mark out where your dimensions are. Either way, so that's the dimension part of things, but we can get into creating annotations. The idea is that this goes into the scale of your design layer, but only writes it in your viewport in your sheet layer. So it's not going to appear in your thingy, in your design layer. So it's just going to be in your viewport annotation, and when you move your viewport, it's going to move along with it. So normally if I would take a dimension tool without going into the viewport and say what's the dimensions from here to here, it's going to tell me it's almost 2 feet long, because on a paper that's how big it is. So that's why we have to go into the viewport, edit annotations, and then take the dimensions from here to here, and it's going to tell me it's 114 feet long. What else do we need for this? I think we covered pretty much all of it. Is there anything else in annotations that I do? Well, when you do data tags, you would go into the annotations, put the data tags in here. What else? That's pretty much it. I mean, if there's something in here that we want to show on a sheet layer, like a lot of notes, most of my notes I'll put, and dimensions as well, I'll put in the viewport. I do have like a notes thing that I can put notes if I need to, but most of the time I try and keep it all in the sheet layers if I can.